That's what I do. Name some key ways that you can. Oh, sorry about that, people. Name some key ways. I hope you weren't. Some people didn't wake up. Name some key ways the economic system we live under is broken.
Well, for me, in my personal life, what I really see every day is just in my community in Sacramento, where I'm currently living at, you know, first of all, people have given up hope. You know, there's just so much, you know, there's so much struggle have taken place to where people don't even hold their head up no more. You know, I've been campaigning for almost 2 years since I went to the social forum for this event. And I've been scouting neighborhoods and scouting organizations, and I only was able to come up with one person to listen to me, to identify what the struggle is. Everybody else ignores it, like it's not going on. And because they've given up hope, because they don't see any way out. You know, my daughter, my youngest daughter is in the welfare work program. She volunteered because all she gets is $4.90 a month and her rent is $500. We have still not received a child care check since January. You know, it's ridiculous. And I'm doing the child care. And if it wasn't for me, she'll be out of luck. You know, my son, he's 22 years old with 4 children. He's a single father, taking care of his son. They still have not approved his cash aid for 6 months because the mother continues to call and play games and, you know, calling CPS and just holding up a process. But we still got to eat. My grandson still needs to live. He still got to be cared for. So now my son can't pay his rent. So now he's back at home with me. They had him in jail for 4 months and dropped the charges and said, okay, you can go home now. We can afford an attorney. You know, there's no hope. There's no, you know, there's nothing out there for us low-income people to hold on to no more. The system has failed us in so many ways to where now Sacramento just got a HUD grant for $995,000 for low-income housing. The only people that's entitled to that housing is either you have to have a mental disability or you have to be a veteran. Nothing for children and women that's trying to keep their families together or no families or anything. So basically what they're saying, you know, you got to fake it till you make it. You got to play their game to get over, to live. And that's not the way it's supposed to be.
Amen.
You know, I sit every day and think about, you know, my grandchildren and, you know, I protect them from the ways of life, but I only can do so much. And that's why since my mom passed away in 2008, me and my oldest and my baby son was living on the streets. They wouldn't let us in the shelter because they said he was too old and he might hurt somebody else. He gave up hope. You know, he turned to the streets, he started selling drugs, he started, you know, pimping. He started just but he's very smart, very intelligent. He said, Mama, why do I gotta go to school? The teachers that teach me, they buy crack from me after school. They can't tell me nothing. You know, and that's hard because we don't got no father. It's just been me and my kids. Because I'm a survivor of 15 years of domestic violence. And when he left me, he left his children. There ain't no child support, nothing. And I go from class to class, program to program, to try to, you know, make a way for my children, to give them some hope, to show them. But it's just a failing system, and it has failed us all. And if we don't come together as one to try to make a change, you're just going to continue to do it and do it and do it. And eventually, nothing's going to be left for none of us here. So I take it personal every day because I'm living a struggle, I'm surviving it, and I'm pushing past it. So, and I know if I can do it, everybody else out there can do it too. So, you know, it's just the way of the world now. So we just got to keep hope alive.